Welcome everyone to All About Semicolons with me, Calvin, your host. Let's talk about how to use the semicolon as well as some cool information about semicolons. So, use a semicolon between two sentences related in content. That is one of the biggest keys of using a semicolon. The two sentences should be able to stand alone. So that means if you were to put a period instead of a semicolon, the sentences would still make sense. Did you know that semicolons are very, very fancy? Just like this armadillo here. Finally, semicolons can be used for lists, but not as often. So let's look at some examples to really understand how to use a semicolon. Jar Jar is funny. He's my favorite character in Star Wars. The bears stink. They can't pass the ball. Mrs. Lawn is mean. She is always screaming. All three of those examples have two clauses. Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 1, Clause 2. Could you put a period in front of each one? Jar Jar's funny. He's my favorite character in Star Wars. The bears stink. They can't pass the ball. Miss Lawn is mean. She's always screaming. They still make sense. Tight end. You could use a period to separate the two clauses, but they still make sense in the end. So, that is probably the most common way you would use a semicolon. One more example. I want to make pizza, burgers, and popcorn. I need butter, buns, and dough. Probably something I would eat. But, again, another way to use a semicolon right there. So, when not to use a semicolon, there are two main rules. If the clauses don't make sense together, remember, clause 1, clause 2, or if it's a conjunction, fanboys, and before the second clause. So, a conjunction, fanboys, what does that mean? It means these 7 words. So if any of these 7 words begin in the second clause, you don't use a semicolon. And I'll show you what that means right now. Bad examples, don't do this. I voted for Ronald McDonald. Clause 1, clause 2, they do not really seem to make sense, so you would not use a semicolon there. Number 2, I am unemployed and I live in my parents' bathroom. I am unemployed. Semicolon is here and is after it. This is clause 2, one of our forbidden words. So you would not use a semicolon. What you would use instead would be a comma. The last line is just a total hot mess. He is rather famous, but his name is Joe Schmo. But here's another one of those forbidden words. Again, before, watch after, clause 2 right here, begins, clause 2. You can't use a semicolon before it. So, you would put a comma there. But then again, the sentence really doesn't make sense, so don't write a sentence like that. So, the best way to summarize what we learned is to the power of music. So, please sing along if you want to this great song that I totally did not make up. So, from the top, if you have 2 sentences together, you can't use a period forever. Try to use a semicolon. Keep the sentences rolling. Put a semicolon where the period will go. But make sure you really know. Doesn't make sense in the end. Remember that fanboys isn't a friend. If it looks good, give it a shot. Try a semicolon because why not? And that is the song. Remember, it must makes sense. In the end, the fanboys, those words are not your friend. And, you know, the period, you can't use it forever, so do what the song says it does. As it says, why not? So hopefully now you know semicolons a little bit better, because now I know. I certainly do.